I'm Christine, the anxious beginner. And that's Palais, our fearless captain. Together, we've bought a 45-foot sailboat, and we're ready for an adventure.
It's haul out day! It's much needed as our boat is rapidly growing a pandemic beard. The equivalent of yard work for boat people. I'm so embarrassed by the amount of growth that is on the bottom of our boat. The anti-fouling properties of our old paint is no longer working. We asked the yard what they would recommend that we should use for sailing here in the Pacific Northwest, and they had recommended that we use the Micron CSC. So we'll try to do an update later on and see how the paint is doing. There is something therapeutic about watching the pressure washer spray all the growth off the bottom of the boat.
So as you can see behind us, our boat's out of the water and it's getting a bath. All day spa treatment. It's gonna get its nails done and everything.
It's so nerve-wracking seeing your boat in the slings. It's supposed to be in the water. And the seagulls are getting quite the buffet as well. Because the previous paint is so uneven, it may present some challenges in getting sanded appropriately for the new paint. So we decided to pay the yard to do the sanding, knowing that next time it'll be us doing the work. All right, day 3 of the haul out, and we just came to find out that they have started the painting. So the sanding is done. They started to paint the base color. We're gonna do the base color in red, so that way we can tell if the paint starts to fade off later, or if we do need to sand it back, we can see that red is that base color, and then we're gonna do black over the top. We aren't going to go with the white because the white we hear turns like a pale green around the edge, and we don't want that. So this is where we're at. They basically do the coats here where the jacks are so that they can just move those stands and then paint the rest. So that's where we're at. Very exciting stuff. Day 4. It is really rainy out and not a lot of work going on. They painted the keel and the rudder and put a second layer over where the jack stands will move to. And other than that, it's just raining. Looks like not a lot of work today. Here we are with a nice red base coat on most of it, except, missed a spot. Because it's so cold outside, the paint takes 36 hours to cure before we can paint the next coat. 2 coats plus moving the stands means 4 times 36 hours, but now take into consideration business hours, meaning 4 times 48 hours. Our yard time is starting to build up.
Have a look at the boat, see how it's going. It's almost got its entire first coat on. There's actually one spot under one of the jack stands that hasn't been painted yet. It's a little bit odd, but it's late, so no one's there to ask about it. So hopefully that doesn't make it too much longer. Also today we received the zincs for our fancy gory propeller. So we left those with the boat so they can put them on tomorrow. And the only thing really critical that we're waiting on is the fancy folding propeller has these rubber stops to prevent it from damaging itself when it folds. And I didn't know about those, so I didn't order any in advance, but they said they could probably get them in a couple of days. So if they ordered them on Monday, hopefully that's tomorrow they arrive. Yeah.
Getting ready to splash. It's almost time. It's all done.
Well, we're back in the water. We're just gonna take it for a little spin and see how fast she goes with the fancy new paint job.
Doing just over 6 knots with our new paint. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to join us on the next adventure, hit subscribe.